I'm not Roxas. He's right, because I am. Ah! Who are you? I'm the person who defeated Riku. But no one can defeat Riku. And that's why I defeated him.
Hello people of the interwebs, this is Luke Moore back with part 2 of the review of the figuarts Kingdom Hearts 3 Seesaw Trio. Now, last video I took a look at Axel, which I'll leave an annotation here so you can watch it if you haven't. So for this video we're going to be taking a look at Roxas, and this one's a neat one because this is the third figure in this line that was taken from the Playarts Kai line and shrunken down to a 6-inch scale action figure. However, it's not 100% the same as that figure, which I'll explain a bit more later in the review. Now, before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box, which is the same as the rest, except it says Roxas here, and the pictures on the back, so let's take a look at those. Very nice, very nice. So, yeah, that's it with the box. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Roxas. Okay, so here we got the figure, and as usual, Square Enix did a really good job with the sculpt and paint job. I mean, obviously, all they did was just took the mold of the Playarts Kai version and just shrunk it down. So, if you have that version, you know what to expect with this one. The hair looks nice, and it actually has some paint shading into it. It's like dark and light yellow, so that's really cool. His eyes are nice and blue, if it could focus. There you go. So yeah, they are blue, but they're not like a sky blue like Sora was. And from a distance, they do look violet. And when I say violet, I mean a mix between blue and purple. But yeah, it's just really weird. The eye color changes depending on what angle and distance you're at. But anyways, yeah, he's got the organization cloak, he's got the hoodie and the straps and zippers, and it's actually different from Axel's because he's got these cufflinks now, which I'll get into later, and this bottom part is better because it's made out of a softer plastic, which is nice. I don't know why Axel didn't have this type of material, and also it's more closer to his legs, so it doesn't like flare out, and also with these like gaps here, they go in more, so it doesn't end up like that. Looks weird. So yeah, really good. I don't know why they didn't do that the first time. And his shoes are just big old shoes, and unlike Axel, the soles are actually painted. And also his ankles also have cufflinks. So yeah, overall the sculpt and paint is really good. So now let's get into the articulation. Okay, so his articulation is basically the same as the other figures and plus the Playarts Kai version. So his head is on a ball peg, so it can swivel left and right, but it can also tilt side to side and up and down. And his neck is also on a ball peg, so it can rotate way around. One thing I don't like about the neck is that it has this gap here, and the only way to hide it is to move his neck all the way down, which I like to keep mine dead center, so that gap is always there, which I don't like. But anyways, the shoulders can shift down, and they can swivel a little bit. Not a butterfly joint, but it kind of acts like one. They can swing out that far. They can rotate all the way around. His elbows have a 90-degree angle, 90-degree bend, and his hands on a ball peg, and the cufflinks kind of move freely. But yeah, his hands can move all the way around and then pivot, like so. His torso moves around a little bit. His ab crunch doesn't really move that forward, but really far back, much like Axel. And it could swivel, rotate around like that. His legs, they can move this far forward, they can move this far back, they could split out about that much. He's got a double jointed knee, like that. And his ankle, it could bend, and it could rotate, and it also pivots, and check this out, has a toe hinge. Yeah, this is the first one in the Kingdom Hearts line to have a toe hinge. So yeah, it's got a little bit more range than Axel, but still you can't really do much with the legs. But because of the cloak, that's just something you gotta expect. So yeah, that's basically it for the articulation. Now let's get into the accessories. Okay, so when it comes to the accessories, he comes with most of the same stuff as the Playarts Kai version, but with a bunch of new stuff and one removed item. So first of all, we get the basic Figuarts Kingdom Hearts stand. It's got the heart-shaped base, the arm, and 2 claws, so that's nice. And we also get both of his keyblades. We got the Oblivion. It looks really good. It's got the chain here, big purple diamond, the little charm, which is Sora's necklace. And what's really cool is that the chain is an actual chain, which is nice. And like the rest, it could split apart. But however, these bat wings are really close together. So when you put it back on, you have to plug it in and then work your way around so these plug in. So yeah, so there's that. And we also get the Oathkeeper Keyblade. And again, it looks really nice. It's very thin, so it could easily break, so be careful with it. It's got some very nice paint here, the blues, the purple, and the golds. It's got a heart here, and a heart here. You got angel wings, and you got a little star here. And what's really nice is that it's actually detailed. If it could focus, right there, there's actually a face on it. So that's a really good attention to detail. And the little rope here is just a piece of plastic, but here's the thing about it. The little ring here that holds them together is very close, so it basically just sits wherever you put it. This could come in handy if you want to like pose it around in like aerial poses, but I just don't really like it. I really like if it's all loose and swings around. So yeah, and like the others, it splits apart, and unlike the Oathkeeper or the Oblivion, sorry, you don't have to work around getting it back on. And for interchangeable parts, we got the default head and the default fist, so he does come with fists, unlike Axel, and you got these cufflinks. But you also got interchangeable cufflinks. These are smaller, so they go up more so he can hold his weapons, and I just dropped one. But anyways, so yeah, now unlike the other cufflinks that are actually labeled left and right, these are not, but they're basically the same sculpt, so you can put them on any arm. And for hands, we got the hands to hold the keyblade, open, relaxed hands, but we also get these finger spread out hands. So that's nice. Playarts Kai version didn't come with those. And for the interchangeable heads, we got a shouting face, which looks really good. The mouth, I'm really surprised how deep they sculpted inside there. And it's painted as well, so that's really cool. And And we also got a smiling face, which, unlike the promotional photos, doesn't look creepy, because there the mouth was more curved, like more U-shaped, so it kind of looked like a hello type face. But here, it just looks like he's happy. Now, the Playarts Kai version did come with a head with the hood over his head, and his eyes were covered, but this one doesn't come with it, but I don't really mind that. And to interchange the parts, you just pop off the head, the new one on, there you go. Same thing with the hands, and yeah, the cufflinks fall. That's one thing I don't like about these things, is that they're really loose. So, like that. And then take the hands. And then just, this hand holds the Oathkeeper. And it's pretty loose in his hand, it doesn't really stay. But the Oblivion is very tight, so I'm just gonna do it the other way. There. Then put it through it. Ow, don't poke yourself. And then like that. There we go. Thing. And then plug the hand in. Like that. Now, unfortunately, my right hand is very, very loose. So it just falls over. But, yeah. Can't get him to cool poses like that. So, yeah, that's basically it with the accessories. Now let's do a little size comparison. Okay, so here he is next to the Bring Arts Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora and the SH Figuarts Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. Now, these two look really good together, and but Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is a bit too short. He's more in the Kingdom Hearts 1 scale, but yeah, they do look nice together, but they're just not in scale though. Definitely prefer these two, but yeah. These two do look good together. And next up, here he is staying next to the SH Figuarts Goofy and Donald, and again, he looks really good with them. Goofy and Donald never really interacted with Roxas on screen, but hey, Diamond Select put them in a pack together, so why not? And finally, here we have him next to the SH Figuarts Organization 13 Mickey and the Bring Arts Axel. And yeah, he looks good with both of them. Mickey is a bit small, but I think it does work in this case. And yeah, again, Roxas's outfit is much better than Axel's outfit because of the different material, and it's got more of a matte finish, I forgot to mention. So yeah, that's basically it with the size comparison. Now let's get into the final thoughts. So overall, it's a really good figure, despite the fact that the Oathkeeper's chain doesn't really move freely, and my right arm is a bit loose, and as well as the cufflinks just wobble around. It's still a really solid figure. It's a lot better than Axel. I actually have fun posing him around because the scud piece is actually softer. So yeah, if you're a fan of Roxas, if you want to complete the Kingdom Hearts Bring Arts line, then yeah, I'll definitely pick him up. I really hope that they make a Roxas in his Twilight Town outfit, as well with Lee and Xion. That would be awesome. So yeah, that's basically going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Follow me on Instagram, it's going to be in my channel description, and I'll see you in 2 weeks when I review Xion. So, bye bye folks.